Would you please welcome from Jacksonville, Florida, Molly Hatchet? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
On this episode of The Gatekeeper, we have Keith Johnson, and we're going to talk about something very interesting today. Keith and I were talking about this last week. Molly Hatchet was a Southern rock band, and they were from Florida. But was Molly Hatchet a Southern rock band or a rock band from the South?
My good friend Linni Disse is with us today, and Linni was part of the Gator Country band organization. Linni, you came in and you filled up a major hole. We got the news that Dave Lubeck decided he wanted to be part of the band, so that's when our good friend Bruce Crump contacted you, and you were elected.
Keith and I are talking today, and the reason why I was so excited about bringing you in, a little bit of history of Linni is that Linni played with Bruce on different projects, played with the Gator Country, as Keith had said, but more importantly, he's played all different genres of music. Linni is not only a guitar player, but he's also a record producer, so he knows music. And so that's why, as I had said to Keith, I think that it would be good to bring him into the conversation to talk about this, about Molly Hatchet and their music. So I'm going to pose first off, I guess, the question to you. Molly Hatchet, was it a rock band from the South or a Southern rock and roll band?
It was a pretty hard rocking Southern rock band. I think it depends on, I don't know, for a Southern rock band, they were hard rocking. For most bands, they were towards Southern rock. I always thought of them as just a hard rocking band.
Okay. Keith, what do you think, Keith?
I'm going to do some comparisons here, okay? And I love these guys. I mean, the first band I ever listened to, Southern rock band I ever listened to, was the Allman Brothers Band. And then you have Leonard Skinner, you got Marshall Tucker, you got 38 Special, and the choreography they had was different than what Molly Hatchet did on stage, because when the Allman Brothers got up there, they went and they did the choreography with their fingers, and their voices. When Molly Hatchet got on stage, they put on a show for the people, and the people got into it. I mean, when the guys came together in the center of the stage, and then they would rock back and forth from left to right, up and down, back and forth, and when they would do their double leads, it was just, they put on one hell of a show, in my opinion, and that's why I think they are a rock and roll band from the South, even though they are a Southern rock band.
But now, Linni, the next question that I have for you, being not only a guitar player but also a record producer, when you hear a band like a Molly Hatchet or an Allman Brothers, as Keith had said, is the genre of music different?
Yes, a little bit. It's sort of countrified in a way, as far as, musically speaking, some of the elements. Without getting too crazy into it, the more major pentatonic than other rock. But yeah, there's sort of noticeable differences.
What separated then, say, a Molly Hatchet from an Allman Brothers or Molly Hatchet from a 38 Special?
I don't know. It's a little more traditional 50s kind of thing going on with Molly Hatchet. A little less twangy than some of that stuff.
What is your Linni? What is your favorite genre?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I listen to so many different things. I like hard rock, pop, sort of rock, I guess, is my favorite stuff.
You know, on one of the episodes of the Gatekeeper, and I want to pose this to Lenny because I think that would be very interesting to get his take from it. On one of the episodes, I had asked Keith. I said, if Molly Hatchet was Molly Hatchet today instead of 1979, would they have been as popular?
I don't know. It's hard to say. If they'd have been totally left to a homegrown thing, maybe not as huge, but I think they'd be popular today.
The more you expose yourself to the people, the more the people are going to come to you.
And I guess now you do, a lot of like podcasts and video productions and things. I guess, well, now you do shorts for TikTok. That'd be how you'd get popular. You'd be really good at short video production.
Lenny, I want to tell you, I think it would be fun to do this again with Lenny.
He is welcome. At any time.
I think we should make it like every 2 months. All of us get back together again.
Well, let's not get that close. Just kidding.
Hey, okay. How about never? Okay. and from me to Linwood, and Linwood had a nickname for me out on the road. It was Tugboat, and so I called him Linwood. And so from Studio 23B in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, stand by for the next episode of The Gatekeeper.